Hey, well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this CTFO Zoom event. My name is Adam Levy from Canton, Connecticut. Glad you could all join us. Really excited to go over some great details about the updated CTFO compensation plan. Nothing else on the market like it. A lot of money in this plan. Really excited about it. I do have on the line my good friend Michael Swilling, one of the architects of the plan as well, joining me, who will help me out with some of that. And then he's got some great information about the new capture pages system that is just going to be making our lives so much easier when it comes to prospecting. And I'm really excited about that. Mike, great to have you on.
Adam, thank you, buddy. Man, what an honor and a privilege. And you know, I'm always of awe of you. You are the person who introduced me to network marketing, a friend since the 80s, the early 80s, when we went to high school together. I've always been a huge, you're one of my mentors. I've learned so much from you. And you're an amazing human being, wonderful family. And, you know, the accolades can go on, but one of the things that I always know is you care about your team more than the average network marketer in a big way, and your passion for the industry is second to none. So it's exciting times, and I wanted to say hello to everyone, and excited to be here.
Well, Mike, appreciate that, and always in awe of everything that you've been able to put together. I mean, you're really the driving force in CTFO from the early days, pre-CBD up until recently, and I know you had a lot to do with this capture page that a lot of people are very excited about. But I'm going to cover and talk a little bit about the comp plan. Maybe you can hop in on a page or two, and I know that you're passionate about it as well, and kind of do more of an update on it and just some ins and outs of it. But I'm going to share my screen real quick, and then we can get moving on that. And at any point you want to pipe in on that, I'd be happy to have you join as well. All right, let me just check this right here. Okay, great. So listen, CTFO's plan, very fair and balanced. You know, we offer this great free business platform. We now have a $45 monthly qualifier, which I'm not sure, but probably the lowest qualifier in the industry, meaning that with just a $45 order every 4 weeks, you can be paid on your entire organization. Pretty amazing. There is a portion of it as you get higher up in title now that does go to $90, but who cares at that point? You're making so much money. What's, you know, most people in this company spend more than 45 anyway. The average order is over $100. So it's not really that big of a deal, but for people getting started and getting going in the early titles, $45. Lucrative regenerating matrix, unlike anything on the market, where you can re-enter every time you enroll somebody. From your fourth person on, you get another profit sharing position in that matrix structure, enabling you to multiply your income, getting paid multiple times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I know there's people that are getting paid more than even 5 times on the same orders, the same volume, because of that unique copywritten matrix. Also, our monthly loyalty bonuses, which are brand new. They start at just 5,000 in group wholesale volume, and we're counting the dollars there, not the CV, when it comes to these qualifications, which is a big deal. And you start to pick up on those monthly bonuses, which are really, really lucrative. As I pointed out to several of you on the phone earlier today, you know, just one bonus alone, that one bonus alone at $50K, when that went into effect, got a $24,000 a year raise. When that bonus came out. That was pretty amazing, I gotta say. I'm a big fan of that bonus. Infinity 7 bonuses start at $1,000 in group volume now. We're gonna be covering that. And you're paid on your personals always. In other words, you enroll folks whenever they order, regardless of whether you have an order in or not, you're getting paid on your personals, which is really great for somebody that, you know, just doesn't have the money to put together to get started. You know, I can't imagine it's so inexpensive to get started here, but it does happen, and you're still able to be paid on your personals. All right, product introduction bonus and matrix. I'm not going to cover that tonight, but you earn 40% on your personals, and in addition to that 40%, you also get a matrix of 2% or 4% or 6%, depending on how many profit sharing positions as I mentioned. After the first month, though, you start to earn 10% on your personal. So it drops to 10%. And again, you still do get the matrix. There are a couple of examples there. You know, that's just an example. I just want to kind of show you those just so you have an idea. But that's not what I wanted to cover today. Monthly loyalty rank bonus. There they are. As I mentioned, 25K. They gave you an extra $1,000 a month at 25K for 12K. Extra year at 50K, which I'm at, it's 2,000, and then that's a $24,000 a year raise. Absolutely amazing. This is just a career path type income that you can count on. The regenerating matrix, 2% down through 21 levels. What determines what level you get paid on, or how many levels deep you get paid, is how many people that you have personally enrolled that are active. Okay, if you don't get one of our discounted packs, you need 5 to be active down to 7 levels. You need 7 for 14 and 10 for 21. But if you're smart, you take advantage of these discounted packs, silver, gold, and platinum. You'll see not only are you going to get a biggest discount available when getting started, but you're also going to have much easier qualifications to be paid fully all 21 levels. At the platinum level, all you need is 3 people active. What's an active person? Somebody doing $45. That's it. That's all it is. And so that's obviously the best way to get started for a number of reasons, but this is one of the better ones. So that's the hot spot there. And again, now the platinum pack is $499. Used to be over $1,000. Now for the brand new person, it works out to be $499 with all the discounts. Amazing. The Infinity Team 7K, Mike, I know you're pretty excited about this. We shifted this from having to enroll 3 to get into your first Infinity team, and then enrolling 4 more, and then enrolling 3 more, to volume requirements. So it's more in alignment with the rest of the compensation plan. And also, it's not just based on packs. All volume, customer volume, any kind of volume now counts, whereas before it was just pack volume or packs that counted to get you through the codes. Also, to make mention, if that is a path that you were on and you were excited about it, you'll still have 90 days to accomplish any goal that you had with the Infinity Team 7 Pay. Still doing it the old way. You're not going to hear the company talk about it much. It's still on your website. And that's still a thing that exists. Also, wherever you are right now, this is real important. Wherever you are right now, when this changed in Infinity Team 7 Pay, whatever code you were locked in at, you'll be locked in, and regardless of this now taking effect. So that's important for you folks that are existing. Whatever you were at, if you were qualified at Team 2 with 10%, well, guess what? Regardless of whether you got 5,000 in volume or not, you are still in the Team 2 getting paid 10%. The company's really good about stuff like that. But as you can see, you can move up in this plan and get up to 35% to infinity. Mike, maybe you'd like to talk a little bit about this. I know that this is something that you're kind of excited about. I imagine here you are, you're over 100K now. What are you, a presidential director?
I am a presidential director. And,
so that means that every time you bring somebody in, you're not only getting all these other bonuses, but you're getting now 35% on them and their whole organization forever, right?
To infinity.
To infinity. Right.
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's I love network marketing from the product perspective, from family to ownership to everything about it. But I've always been a huge fan of compensation plans. I've studied them. Whatever, maybe it was just because I've always enjoyed math or just the concept. And I took some notes as I'm always learning at them. And your graphics are spectacular, and the way you teach is amazing. And I love how you said, in the beginning, fair and balanced. But beyond fair and balanced, it's now simple and focused. Simple and focused. It's a very, very easy plan to understand. It's a very easy plan to grasp. and extremely lucrative. So that's one thing. And the big part of it is Kevin coming in, really having fresh eyes on it. I fell in love with the concept of Infinity because I knew how successful it was in the 80s with a company called Excel. I knew that in most network marketing companies, there's what happens is a breakaway where someone in your organization hits a title and then they break away from you and you're no longer collecting on them. So the power of Infinity is so special. Companies don't do it because it pays out so much money. It really does. So most, if not all, compensation plans, they look good on paper, but behind the scenes, when you're really evaluating it and you're reading the fine print and you're seeing what's going on, there's tremendous breakage that goes to the company. A lot of the publicly traded companies have to disclose what they pay out, and a lot of network marketings are publicly traded, and you can go look at their quarterly or their annual reports, and they have to show what they're paying out versus what they're collecting. And on average, it's around 25, 26, 27, on a high end, 28%. When you look at there's no breakage in the true payout of the CV, which is actually more than 100%, which is crazy. CTFO truly pays out more than any other company. In terms of what this means, I fell in love with the Infinity, but this is a small group. I was a little bit overwhelmed. I understood why get 3, get 4, get 3 more, then help those people. There's a lot of value to that. But the reality is that it really was swaying a little bit more to the enroller and swaying to the person who maybe has a little bit more network marketing experience or is bringing in a group of people. And that has some value. What I saw what Kevin brought to the table is he took something that was awesome and he massaged it. He said, well, how can we make this for everybody where it's a win-win-win? Obviously a win for the new person, a win for someone getting started, a win for the part-time person, a win for the professional network marketer, a win for the person who might be part-time, a win for the person who is full-time. This plan is everything. And when you look at this and you just see this here, I mean, we are creating the sweet spot, Adam, is really 5K. That's the sweet spot. And what we're going to do and what you're going to see happen is it's going to create a 5K factory. And that's the mindset that as we're bringing people in, it's the small little wins that are people going to happen. And it's no longer based on packs. Now, packs are really important because most importantly, you save a tremendous amount of money. Someone getting in the business, they invest in a pack, they're saving money. They're getting samples, they're using the products. It's not like, hey, you've got to buy something. You get to choose what you want to use. So when a person's coming in, they can pick whether sampling or weight loss, or they can go to CBD, or they can go to extreme shakes. They can pick anything that they want, which I've never seen in the industry, but they're saving money. And for the matrix, which we know the copyrighted profit sharing points, they are positioning themselves so that it becomes simpler, it becomes easier to qualify. Do you want to have, if you get paid to 21 levels, which is 3 people doing $45. Look at that, Adam. If you invest in a $499 to start a business and get samples and personal use, right? Look at this chart. Would you rather have to get paid to 21 levels in the matrix for life? Would you rather have 10 people or 3 people qualified? Let me tell you, and it can be the same 3 people every single month for the rest of your life. It's not like every month you got to get 3 new people, or every quarter or every year. It's just 3 people. It could be family members that are ordering $45 of affordable and great products. So you still have value there. So the Infinity is great. And if you look at the 5K, why 5K? There's a sense of urgency. When people used to get involved in CTFO, it kind of was like, okay, what's next? What do I do? I'll go sign up people for free. No longer. Now it's like, get out your quick start guide. That's the 3-page paper. Fill it out, set your goals, set your whys, put down the time that you can put in, make a list of the people you're going to contact, treat this like a business, go through the actual full get started guide, come up with a game plan and say, I am determined to go 5K in the next 30 days. And if you do that, right, not only are you collecting the 40% fast start bonuses. Not only are you collecting profit sharing points, not only are you collecting matrix pay, not only are you collecting all the other ways that you're getting paid, but what you're getting, Adam, is you're getting $1,000 additional bonus beyond everything else. And you've just positioned yourself into infinity level 2, which means anyone that you bring in, beyond everything else, you're getting a 10% override through infinity and beyond, which is massive. And now you're qualifying to maintain it at a $200 loyalty bonus, every month. And then once you start helping other people duplicate that and helping other people, now you become 10K. Now you become 15, 20, 25, 30. You reach up to 100K and you're getting a $3,000. That's $3,000 bonus, just an additional bonus every month at 100K. So I've been a student of compensation plans. I think you and I talked the other day and we had a conversation. I was like, Adam, I can't believe this. I mean, if we came in, when we got started, Adam, we didn't have any of this stuff. You know what I mean?
No, we did not.
Nothing. There were no bonuses and loyalty bonuses.
No, there was none of that. And now you can get somebody started, Mike. And like you say, there's urgency here. And when you get a person started, you basically are going to get back with them and say, okay, what's the plan for you? What's your first 30 days going to look like? Are you going to get the extra $100, the extra $300, the extra $600? Or are you going to get all of it and get all 1,000 of it? And so this is why how you start is so important, because if you're starting with the packs, right, discounted packs like a platinum pack, then you're biting this off $500 at a time, right? Because that's about what they run. So, we're talking 10 people in the organization gets a platinum pack, and now you're at 5K. And you do that in your first 30 days, boom, $1,000. It's unbelievable, right? And if you add that to the other bonuses, it works out to be around between $1,400 and $1,500 is what it really ends up being. And as you said, Mike, you're also now going to be starting to earn 10% on the Infinity code as well. But let's talk about the people that are already in, because it's back to the start in August. Everybody has the opportunity for this, not just people that are just starting right now. Anybody in August, no matter when you started, you can bring on new people and go to 5,000 in volume and get an extra $1,000. How amazing is that they did that, Mike?
Incredible. It's incredible. It's, again, company always doing the right things, always the constant and never ending improvement. I want to share something, Adam, that I truly believe. We're always going to be that CTFO family with great products and great owners and the free business sign up. None of that's changing. Our culture of who we are will always be there. But I think the game changer now is and for many people, and I know this is one of the reasons I originally joined network marketing, is we truly, with this compensation plan, we can lead with money. And I'm not, listen, health is important. Without good health, money doesn't matter. But for those that are really looking for serious money in a short period of time, those who really want to get started and treat this like a business, Adam, this is very money motivated. And what you'll see in a very short period of time, as people are breaking 5Ks, because you're going to start seeing the emails going out, you're going to start seeing recognition going out. There's so much in store of what the company has. When the checks stop popping and everyone starts getting those loyalty checks, magic begins to happen. We've experienced that before. We've seen that happen when the checks are flowing. And that's what the goal has always been, to create the momentum. Yes, you can create momentum by having a great product. You can create momentum by having a great marketing system. You can create momentum with having great leaders. But what truly creates momentum is income. And when income starts flying, and this plan, for those who are engaging, you just can't be here and your check go up if you're not engaging. But now you've got everything you need to engage, to find people, the simplicity, the focus. There's nothing. I would challenge anyone to show me anything else that's out there. So
you're transitioning, talking about tools, which is good because we have some time for that. And as one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you on, if you've got questions about the compensation plan or anything like that, just shoot off an email or shoot me a text, and I'll see if we can answer those for you. Hopefully we cleared up some of the stuff on some of the shifts. But Mike, I know you're passionate about this new capture page. I'm going to show one of them. There's a few versions of it. I'm going to show one of them on the screen. Maybe you can talk a little bit about this new turnkey kind of system that the company has put into place for us.
Sure. So I'm going to give all the credit to David D'Arcangelo, who's unbelievable. I'll show you something. This is David, who's been on the stage with Zig Ziglar and Tony Robbins. He's had his own TV show. I've read almost all of his books. I just got his new book, which is a marketing book over here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but here's his marketing book over here. It's all about advertising and marketing. He's just a guru when it comes to this. And he recognized the importance of having something that is duplicatable, something that is seamless, something that the entire company can be doing. And we start with a capture page. Why a capture page is because for your warm market and your cold market, you're trying to get someone to say, hey, do you want access to a company tour? Are you interested in making some extra money? The less you say, the better. And if you look at the visual of this page, people on their computer, people on their phone, you see a nice diversity, talks about making money anywhere 24/7. Look at the wording, get paid weekly, plug into a turnkey system, get into profit sharing, no selling or specific skills. A person has to first submit their information to then get access. As soon as they do that, you're going to get an email letting you know that a prospect, whether it's someone warm market, maybe you put it on social media, you put it on a business card that you got from Adam, whether you emailed it to someone, whether you bought leads, whether you did something in Craigslist, you're notified in real time that that person's there. They receive an email, and CTFO on your behalf is going to send 5 gorgeous, professionally written, unbelievable follow-up messages to your prospect, encouraging them to become a customer, encouraging them to get started, encouraging them to build a business. So they're dripping on them for 5 times in a period of a few weeks. When they go to your site, they then go to what's called, and why don't you fill it out, Adam? That's a live thing, Adam. You can actually fill that out and you'll see what happens over there. You can put anything in there. They'll put their name there. And Adam, you're going to get an email. I don't know if you've already tested this, but you'll get an email at both of those immediately, both as a prospect. And now this is it. This goes back to we know what works. Back in the 80s, it was the 8-track cassette tape. Then it went to the cassette tape. For those who were around doing network marketing, I think it was C Silver, the Dead Doctors Don't Lie cassette tape. And then it was the DVD. Then it was the hotel meeting. And then you always have to have some form of a duplication. But what's hot today, what's smoking hot, are short, precise videos. And here you've got 3 specific videos, all within less than 9 minutes. Kevin knocks it out of the park. If you haven't had a chance to watch these 3 videos, watch them. They are spectacular. David talks about the products in 3 minutes, and Stuart talks about the compensation plan. So this is a great way to sort through people. This is a great way that you can know who's looking, become the messenger, not the message. So in addition to the autoresponders, there's a contact manager now in your back office. There's going to be a lot of features added where you can actually have a warm market wizard where you'll be able to add your warm market in there. It's going to be connected to Verb, which is our mobile app. So you're going to be able to send text messages to people. So now when a lot of people are looking for a company and they're checking off the boxes, is it a complete business? Well, who are the owners and what do they stand for? What's the integrity of the company? What are the morals? They'll start asking questions. How is the pay? How can I get paid? They're going to ask questions. How are the products? Are they affordable? Do they work? But for a lot of people, one of the most important things is there a system? Are there tools? Now, what's standard in the industry is you got to buy that. That's companies sell those. That's part of what companies do. CTFO is providing that, ladies and gentlemen, for free. That is for free. Not only is it a free sign up. Oh, are you muted, Adam? You might be muted, buddy. Oh.
Yeah. So, Mike, are you saying that this capture page, or there's a couple of new ones,
Yep.
You don't even need the app for it, and you now have a new contact manager. So if you're using this and you're not paying the $20 a month for the app, this is new for you, and you can start using this right now. And you've got a new contact manager on the left-hand side navigation in your back office that will keep track of all those and auto respond those people.
Yes. For free.
For free. But you're also going to put it in the app as well for those that want some additional functionality. Is that true?
If you want to send that person a sample, you want to send them a video, you want to welcome them to text. So so here is why. So let's talk about there's ways of communicating. When a prospect fills something out, there's different ways of communicating, Adam. So first is a phone call, right? Best way, most important way is picking up the phone for that personal touch. Second way is social media. You can go look up that person and do a search for them on Instagram, Facebook. You know, if Adam Levy was my prospect, I knew he was from Canton, Connecticut, or I could tell that, and I didn't know who Adam was, I might want to go to Facebook and do a search and say, Adam Levy, oh, there he is, send him a friend message. So social media. Then the other thing you can do is you could send an email, right? I absolutely, even though the company's sending emails to Adam Levy, my prospect, why don't I go ahead and send Adam an email from my personal AOL account or my Gmail or my Hotmail and say, hey, Adam, this is Michael, you just signed up. Let me know if you have any questions, blah, blah, blah. And finally, the best way is text message. And here are some stats. They're not great stats, but they're stats. So I don't know if everyone can see or can raise their hand. How many people, if they don't recognize the phone number on their caller ID, you will not pick up the phone? Raise your hand if you won't pick up the phone if you don't recognize the person, right? All right, so people are paying attention, right? That's human nature, right? You let it go into voicemail. So while calling is so important, and I encourage people to call, it's a reality. How many people is it easier to, especially where we are the older generation, is sending it an email? We're used to it, right? We send emails. It's easy. It's simple. The challenge with email is only 20% of people will open or read that email. That's just the reality of life. That is a statistic that nothing we can do, regardless of what CTFO is doing. But how many people, hold up your cell phone right now. If you have it, hold it up. How close is it? I see you, Malcolm. Pick it up, right? People sleep with these things. It's 24/7, right? 99% of the people, Adam, open up a text message. And those who open it up within the first minute. So there's a lot of value in the mobile app. Yes, it's overwhelming. You can get confused and blah, blah, blah. But what we've asked for is when you get a prospect, put the prospect automatically into your mobile phone. So all you have to do, Adam, is when you get prospects, is open up your mobile phone each day and say, oh, I got 5 prospects. I'm going to text these 5 people. There'll be a pre-written video and message that you can just push down and do that. So that's something that I would recommend, that if you don't have the Verb mobile app, it's only $19.95, but it's optional. It's completely optional.
Victor's saying it's 10 to 20%, I guess. But yeah, so that's fantastic. If when I'm getting those leads, by sharing my link for that capture page, it's also going into the app as well. For those that do have the app, that would be fantastic. That's something that they're still working on, though.
Yes,
Okay,
they are, and they're doing add a worm contact. They're still massaging things live. It's working, it's crushing. But this is just, it's something brand new.
Mike, we're excited about it. Thank you for hammering the company to get that done. I just love the fact that that's available, and it's free for people. And now they have a way of generating leads and knowing when people go to visit their site. Because before it was just sending out links and nobody knew anything. And now you're going to know if a person was actually serious or just curious, or they weren't really into what you were doing and they didn't even go. So it's just going to be nice to be able to have that kind of feedback and to see a lead show up and say, oh, this person actually looked, they actually went to see the tour and watch some videos. That'll be fantastic. So appreciate that. All right. Well, we're coming up on the end of the Zoom. Next week, we are going to be doing an opportunity presentation on this channel at this time. I'll be doing that. But tonight at 9 p.m., you do not want to miss Stu Finger going through the opportunity for the very first time with a brand new compensation plan. It should be awfully hot tonight. I would get as many new people on that as possible at 9 o'clock. Mike, where do you see this company headed? I know your income is at a place right now that most people only dream of. And I know you can't share it with everybody, but it's like a phone book kind of a number. Maybe you can tell us, where you see the future headed.
Well, I know for a fact CTFO is the next running giant. I know that it will be a billion-dollar company by far. They wouldn't have taken Kevin Fournier here, who took his last company to $1 billion. Kevin never would have joined a company without being 100% confident it would become a billion-dollar company. David G. Arcangelo is already a multi-millionaire 10 times over. He's not here to play around. He's here to take this to $1 billion, and not for them, but for everyone. Their mission, their goal is really to help and serve others and to provide, great health and well-being. And they are very, very committed to doing so. It's a process. I mean, no company, the only companies in network marketing, if you really study network marketing and you've been around the industry, there are a handful of companies that hit $1 billion in a very short period of time. But every one of those companies that skyrocketed, straight up at them, maybe in a 1 to 3 year period of time and hit $1 billion, every one of them is out of business. I'm not going to sit there and name all the names of them, but there's probably a few dozen that have done it in record time. They never lasted. So there's somewhat of it's kind of cliche to say, yeah, we're going to become $1 billion company, but the pace that we're doing it at, we're on our 6th year. It's almost like, everything has been up until this point to create where we're going to be. It's great to do that, but the quicker it goes up, the quicker down. We've built this foundation of everything right, so that truly to have walk away income. And that's why I know when we first sat down, Adam, and we were at the pizza place with Paul, and you guys took out the napkin and drew the circles. I joined the industry that day because I understood residual income. I was like, wow, unless I write a book or do a song or whatever, and you did such a great job explaining what truly residual income is. Unfortunately, there's only maybe less than a hand companies that have ever really created true residual income. And some of them, and I know that we've got some people on the line that are aware of some of those companies, and it's not true residual income because they're forcing you to go out and continue to enroll and continue to do things, and it's not real residual. This year, you buy a platinum, you get 3 people doing $45, bang, you're all set. That's,
wait, but Mike, you have to do $90. You got to do your $90 now.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're not, the gimmick of that is the CVBV QV, you know what I mean? It's $90 whole. So
that's right. It's $90 wholesale. That's right. That's good.
Yeah. So there's no doubt that this company is destined to do that. What's going to be really fun though is when it happens, when Kevin, I've watched Kevin from the very beginning, and everything he's been doing behind the scenes, all the things that people aren't seeing, is preparing the company for the growth that's ahead. The little things, from vendors, from shipping, from, dealing with the attorneys to make sure, because, we're small now. So we don't have all these eyes of the FDA or FTC, everyone watching what we're doing, making sure we're compliant. Everything is being done so that when this incredible growth happens, and it will, and how does it happen though? Now it happens with people. Now it happens for those who really want to roll up their sleeves. Kevin did a great presentation last night where we talked about, you know, sometimes easy is good, but sometimes easy is bad. You know what I mean? And he used the word simple. This is simple, but it's going to take some work. For those who really want to engage now, it's crazy. I don't want to hear anyone complaining about money or so on and so forth, because I know if I was in a situation that I was hurting for money, I would do everything I needed to do to make sure I got that $1,000 bonus this month. I would talk to people every day, but I treat CTFO like a business. No matter where I am financially, from the moment I get up in the morning to I go at night, this is a business to me. We were talking, Adam. I mean, you know, there was a concert in my town today. I just had heard about it. It's something really important. We really enjoy sitting outside. There's an amphitheater. There's an Eagles tribute. I could have easily called up and said, Adam, I'm not feeling good. Or, hey, Adam, something came up. Can I come on again? But I made a commitment to you. You asked me to be on, and I told my wife, we can't go to the concert. This is so that's treating this like a business and making the sacrifices so that in my life I can work when I want, with who I want, whenever I want, and retire without having any financial worries. And I'm more importantly for each and every one of you, depending on what your goals are, how you treat this is what it will give back to you. Yes, there's going to be sacrifice, but today, with everything that's just happened in front of you, all the little things, the quick starter guide. I mean, here's the difference. You ready? If I was to give one suggestion in closing, before you went to bed tonight, I would go into your back office and I would pull down the get started. I would download the get starting form and the quick start form, and I would fill it out. That's what I would do. Sadly, probably no one's going to do it because it's easy not to do. Oh, I already know what I'm doing and I understand it and blah, 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 blah. And I already spent, you know, but if you really want to change your life, do that. Adam, when we got started with Jeff Olson, right? If it wasn't for George Alec and Jeff Olson and all the things that we went through and the getting started, I had the quorum getting started. I took that thing out and I filled that thing out. I wrote down all my whys.
100%. I think you actually took my starter kit and stole it.
I did take your starter kit.
I never got it back. I'm telling you.
That thing. And I read it and I slept next to it. I slept next to it. Said, hey, I treated it like I spent $1 million on a business. I said, absolutely. I want to learn. So I'd love for someone, if you're really serious, guys, fill it out tonight and fax it. Not fax it. That's old school fax it. Scan it and send it over to Adam. And Adam, you let me know. Maybe we'll do a prize or something. We'll see who's really serious.
All right. Don't fax me. Email me. That's how we're getting. All right. Hey, Mike, thank you for taking the time out. I'm sorry you had to miss that concert. The good news is, if you wanted to, you can go see the real Eagles at Madison Square Garden, and you could afford to fly there and stay at a top hotel and get front row tickets. So that's the good news when you treat it like a business, right? All right, everybody. Hey, thank you again for joining us tonight. Next week, again, we're going to be doing an opportunity presentation here, soup to nuts, the whole thing, and it should be awesome. Got those slides all worked out with the new compensation plan. So that's a week from today. And again, tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern in a few minutes. You don't want to miss Stu. He's going to have his hair on fire, talking about this opportunity for the first time with our new compensation plan. Mike, again, thanks for being here. Appreciate everybody showing up. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye for now, everyone.